What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing a review for the 1977 movie, The Rescuers. So, this is one of the Disney Animation Studios. It was released during their dark age, and it's one of their darker movies too. In this movie, two mice from the Rescue Aid Society, a society of mice who go on missions to save children that are in bad danger and stuff. And this little girl named Penny got kidnapped by a pawn shop owner and is being forced to go down in this cave looking for a diamond. And it's up to these two little mice to find and rescue Penny and save her and get her back to the orphanage so she can be adopted. This movie is really good. It's been one of my favorite Disney movies ever since I was a little kid. I used to watch this one all the time as a kid, and quite possibly could have been the first movie I ever watched that had boobs. If you know the history of this movie, you get the little joke. But I love The Rescuers. It's a lot of fun and everything. It has a really good story. Bernard and Bianca are really lovable characters. They're the two main mice characters, and they're just really lovable characters. You can't help but really like them and want to root for them to help these kids and everything. I loved them in both movies and everything, because this one had a sequel. I personally prefer this one over the sequel, though. I know most people like the second one better because the animation is a lot better in that one and everything. This one, you could tell it's a lower budgeted animation and everything, and they were having trouble making movies at the time that this one came out and everything. It's not quite as sketchy as some of the ones from the earlier 70s like Robin Hood and Aristocats, but it still has that a little bit of a sketchiness to it, but it has a lot of fun moments though, and the characters are a lot of fun. Like I said, aside from Bernard and Bianca being really lovable characters, you got the critters that hang out around the swamp that help them out. I can't remember all of their names and stuff, but they're all just lovable. Each of them has their own little distinct personality. That Grandpa is like a turtle, and then there's a rabbit, and all kinds of different little animals in there. And they're all, each of them bring their own little personality and fun to the finale and everything when they go to save Penny from Medusa. And Medusa is a pretty good villain. They originally wanted to have this as a sequel to 101 Dalmatians, where Cruella was the one wanting the diamond, and I think that could have been a really cool concept, bringing Cruella de Vil as a villain of another movie and stuff. She was one of the best Disney villains. I wouldn't have minded that and everything, but I think Medusa is a pretty good substitute and everything. She is a lot like Cruella. She looks a lot like her. She drives a car that's just like hers. She drives a boat that's like her car. So, I mean, she reminds me a lot of Cruella in a lot of ways, and I think they used the Xerox machine to use a lot of the Cruella's movements and stuff for Medusa and everything. But I think that she's a pretty good villain. She's actually one of the more underrated villains. She was actually one of the ones that kind of creeped me out as a kid, because as a kid and stuff, I always was like imagining myself in Penny's situation, be like what if I got kidnapped and this happened to me? Like I used to be scared that could happen to me when I was little and everything. But yeah, this movie is a lot of fun. I really enjoy The Rescuers. I think it holds up really well. It has some pretty decent songs. Not the best songs in the Disney catalog, but I do love the Rescue Aid Society song. The song is just really catchy and everything. But yeah, so I'd give The Rescuers an 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie quite a bit, and it's one of my childhood favorites and everything. I used to watch this on repeat on VHS. I never actually owned it store-bought until I was a teenager or in my early 20s, but I had it checked out at the library constantly and everything, because I love this movie so much as a kid, and I think it is a really great one. So The Rescuers, I definitely would recommend it. If you're into older into Disney movies and you want to see some of their older ones, if you haven't seen a lot of their old ones, this is definitely one of the ones I would highly recommend, because it's a really good one. And it's got a pretty good sequel that came out during the Renaissance era. I'll talk about that one when I get to that era of Disney movies, but I think this one is just a little bit better than that one, but I'll talk more about it when I get to that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.